Hello, Fredlings. My microphone's not working. There it is. Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up, and I won't on you. And today we're going to be playing a new, or not new, but continuing our new. Nah, new wouldn't be the word at all. Continuing our theme park in History Adventure. If you're new to the series, History Adventure is a Epcot style theme park that's going to go through history and some of the big history events. We've started the series about a year ago, took a break, and now we're back. We've also designed this in the last park, the Alamo, and dropped it on in. We got the United States, then we have the United Kingdom, which we are working on. We are working on the Industrial Revolution. And of course, our rides are going to be showing off the Industrial Revolution of the United Kingdom. I worked on this roller coaster off stream because we were having quite a lot of issues doing it on stream. I was actually rage quitting pretty much on the last live stream, but Meep suggested us to use the mine train kind of car. We used this in our last park. And we're just going to see how this runs, and then we're going to come on in and start theming it with some stuff. So you get to see the beautiful parking lot and the check-in station. Then you're going to go underground. It's a lot more different than the other one. Now, it has a lot more curves and a little bit more hooks when it goes underground. And I thought there was another chain lift that I got in here, but apparently I did not. Apparently I did not put another chain lift in. It's not the world's most exciting and fastest coaster of all time. Oh, there's the chain lift. I knew I had one somewhere. I do know that. I do know that it's not the most exciting thing of all time. I really hope it gets up here. That was so close. But I spent maybe about 2 hours trying to get the stats up, and this is as good as I could get it. So, it's pretty okay. I mean, it's an okay coaster. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. But remember, it's a theme park. So I personally like to come in here and we'll fill in the holes all manually at some point. But that is not a now thing. Today is a detailing thing and getting it going. So what is this ride and how is this supposed to be themed? That's a good question. First question is we probably should make this queue a little longer as well as this queue if possible. But I don't think that's going to be possible. So it's the Industrial Revolution. So my goal is to have in a bunch of factories with people working in the factories and pipes and all that sort of stuff, and give it kind of like this sort of gunky, hardworking blue collar kind of job thing. Here in the United States, blue collar is a good thing. Some people don't think it is, but it is actually a good thing. So we're going to go with that sort of style of theming and get some of that going on in the background over here. But the first thing I do want to work on is actually, I know I shouldn't shut this ride down currently, this Teacups ride, but I really kind of want to fix this pathway so I can get that. You know what? No, let's not fix the pathway because I need to figure out how these people are going to get onto this ride. So the station exits and ons are on the right spot, so that is good. So let's go inside here, and then we're going to place an entrance to this ride. We're going to place it somewhat... how do people get off the ride? If they're going that way, then they're probably going to need to enter here. So we'll kind of split the diff here, and then we'll place an exit. Oh, no. Why is the station... So the station's messed up. That's what you're telling me. The station is messed up. So let's try to figure out how to change the station. I always forget this, so please bear with me, guys. Please. Here we go. Exit left and right. Ooh, no, I want them both to be going on and off the same spot. It's not the most efficient. If I had 1 and 1, that would be fine. But I just don't think there is currently... I don't think I can do that. We're going to try... You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. And then we'll go from there. I love it how just changing the station pretty much gets rid of all of your stats. So that's cool. So we'll place the entrance here. So now that we know there's only these people getting on, to place the exit off. I kind of wish we could have the exit on the other side, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Place this in the middle just for the test. And it is, unfortunately, just a fraction of an inch too long. The little... pass do not work for the record for people that are curious. Wait. Oh, I was on the Q pathway. Okay. This is not going to be this is not going to be it, but this actually will work, and this is exactly what I kind of actually want. Let's get rid of the tunneling feature, which isn't on. Curved slopes, let's get that off. And then we're just going to kind of hook it down a little bit. I don't know if I want this against the wall, or I kind of want this like in an open vibe thing. Also, have I never actually had an exit to this ride? Or did I just delete it now? I actually do not remember. I actually do not remember. Did it just never have an exit and people were getting on the ride? But if people were getting on the ride with no exit, then I thought it would have been like... I would have at least thought it would have gave us some sort of error or something. It's crazy. It's also crazy to me that when we put up these pathways, sometimes they like for example here, this should go here, but I guess it's not even clipping underneath this, so I don't actually know why. It probably is at some minor scope, but the game won't let you do it, so it'd be like that. You get used to it. You get used to the pathing tools. You actually have to go above and beyond and figure out what's the problem, or you just deal with it. So, after playing this game for how many hours now? One of my most popular games, 594.4 hours. So coming up to 600 hours, one of my most played games of all time. I finally came to the realization of called get used to it. Because this is a little bit ridiculous at some points. Now, this is not the style we are going for the for this pathing. We are not going with this stone. I just put the stone in there just to kind of get it set up. With that being said, I kind of pulled away from the teacup rides being the only exit is here on this really crappy small pathway. That I just do not like how small this pathway is. I will never like this pathway. So I'm thinking that at some point, how big is this pathway? This pathway seems significantly bigger. No, it's one square as well too. It just doesn't look small because there's nobody on it. Right? It just looks smaller. Where's my my size tool is what I like to call them. They usually use the archers, but I'm gonna use a large, extra large circle. So an extra large circle looks like it covers up the whole pathway. This one is definitely bigger though. This one's definitely bigger. So this I would like to ideally just come through here and rip this all apart. Probably today. I also wanted to design this over here like it's just what you just did to have some sort of seating section. Not trying to mess up the whole pathway right now. But I do want to have some sort of seating section. This ride, even though we do have the best settings for it from Meep, I will bring those up on screen if you are playing this. We have the best settings here. And then the best finances, so you're going to have to pause it. But it's not as very popular as this coaster is. So, with that being said, we should probably start using the right path sizes. So we know what we're doing. So it was originally at 4, so maybe just a bit. Like, how much bigger would be 5? 5 looks just perfect, low-key. So I think we might be going with a 5 size from here on out. With that being said, this should have probably been redesigned to be 5 as well. This is 4, then this should be, this should be 5 then. So we're probably, you know what, we're going to pause it real quick. Go to a 5 scale. And everything should pretty much, everything should pretty much line up correctly, I hope. That's still not the right size, though. Grid from 4 meters. I don't know why it's still doing that. We will figure that out later. Let's start working on the coaster itself, honestly. All right, so Industrial Revolution ride. Let's get this started. So, first thing I want to do is I want to continue fixing this little piece. I was sort of copying and pasting and stuff, so wasn't able to kind of get this the right size that I wanted it to be. Also, I don't know why these windows would not be lined up with the other ones. Don't know how I even managed to do that, to be honest with you. But I did. Of course, it's a Claude from Chicago stream. So if I did this, would that look okay, or do I something else wrong? Those windows are slightly slower. Slightly lower. Huh. What's the problem here? Why would this not be lining up? Oh, because I've stuck those half walls in just a little too short, huh? I don't know how I did that, but we'll delete this for now, and we'll start from the beginning. Oh, because I put half walls here. That makes sense, because they were supposed to come out on the side. That makes sense right now. What's up, Liam? Happy birthday! It's crazy. I did actually forget, low-key, not gonna lie, until you messaged me. I saw on the Discord, and then I literally look at my post-it note that's sitting right there. I see that post-it note like every single day, and I don't know how I forgot it. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't put it in my phone. I should have put that in my phone. I'm going to put your birthday in my actual phone, though. I got everyone else's in my phone, but of course, the one that I don't have is Liam's. I got a post-it note on the wall. I don't know. That's what I would say. That's literally what I would say if I were you. Rough brick wall. That is definitely too close to call right there. All right, so we're making a factory. We're making an Industrial Revolution factory. So let's get this going and a flowing. I didn't really want windows all the way to the tippy top anyways, because I feel like that wouldn't be super realistic. So I kind of wanted to do something like special and have a kind of a variety of different heights and different styles of building. Now, I don't know how cool this is going to look, TBH. But I guess we'll find out, right? I don't even know what to do for the roof, man. 2 years ago, you put it on the post-it. Put the note. What's the note? 2 years ago, you put it on the post-it. But the last year, you forgot. But I didn't say anything. But this year, too, though. There's no way I didn't say nothing last year, bruh. There's no way. Did I? Did I? Maybe I did. I'm sorry, Leah. Forgive me. Duckspoo! Thanks for coming out to the live stream. How you doing, Duckspoo? Tapax? We're throwing in some of these big industrial things. Now, we got these small chimneys, but I want to incorporate a bunch of them. I want to incorporate a bunch of varieties. Alright, let's find a flat roof. And let's find something that looks gritty. Gritty. Right foot. Oh. You put your right foot in. Left foot out. I feel like if this was... This is the one time I would say it, but I feel like if this would glitch through, this would look really nice. Let's move this down a little bit, though. Just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Okay, just had to let you guys know, Liam, I need your criticism the most because you're American. The question is, what is your thoughts on White Castles? I just had White Castles again the other last Saturday or last Sunday. Can't remember which day it was, but it was last Sunday or last Saturday, so almost a week. And it's exactly what I thought about my last time. As a kid, I loved White Castles, but no, I just don't. I need your opinion before we go there. Also, Liam, is it worth booking a White Castle's Valentine's Day date? Would that be worth going there? Because apparently it's like a catered service on Valentine's Day. But you got to get you have to put a reservation in, which is, you let me know if that's also there. Give me your opinion on White Castles, and then give me your opinion on the Valentine's Day thing at White Castles. You forgot, but it's not forgotten. No, 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 no. That was good. That was good. Oh my god. Yeah. Whew. You can't be this funny this early, God. Tap Axe, Tuxpoo, how are you doing, my fine gentleman? Tell me how your life has been going. You staying out of trouble? I hope so. That's a big chimney. That's like a thick chimney. Ho, 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 you wouldn't go up on the house. Click, click, click. Comes down Charlie with old Satan Tuxpoo. This factory looks like trash. But that's why we're in the beginning stages of designing them before we put a billion of them everywhere. I'm going to a basketball game tonight. What basketball game are you going to? Well, maybe you shouldn't say that. But I hope you enjoy the basketball game that you are going to. Because I've been to actually quite a lot of basketball games recently for my job, but they're all at the high school level. And there's some really good games. So that's why I said, if it's a high school game, don't tell us. But if it's basketball, is I've enjoyed. I actually have loved basketball even more covering it now than I ever have in the past. University level sucks because our university was just trashy. The kids were really nice, but just the team was bad. The team was bad. They went like under 500. No, they made it to the conference championship the first year I was there, but then after that they went. But at community college, our team actually won a national championship, and I actually got to cover that. That was the coolest thing ever, was covering a national championship game, and I was on the sideline doing social media. I will never forget that. They finally won. Finally won with a perfect season as well. It was a far drive to get to the place, though. That was a while ago, though. All right, where is my rough stone, bro? Where's like my chimneys? Tuxpoo would know where they are. Chimneys. All right, here we go. So we're making, obviously, this British Industrial Revolution thing. So I kind of want to have a bunch of these chimneys. And I do want smoke and stuff coming out of them. We're going to put the smoke in finally, like last. Because I want the smoke and stuff to not lag the heck out of my game. Remember when we did those water fountains before? And we kind of like had it on for like one episode and then shut it off and never saw it again? That's what I kind of want to do with the smoke, because it's going to lag the heck out of the game. So I could turn them on whenever I want, but I don't want them on the whole time. If that makes sense. Just because I don't want the game to lag out. Liam says, I've never been to White Castle. Wow. And I will tell you this, Liam, your stomach and your body probably thanks you so much for it. I think your stomach and your body probably thank you quite significantly because of it. White Castles, for people that do not know, they made like a White Castle movie that was just literally an advertisement for it and all that sort of stuff. I've had White Castles as a kid. I really enjoyed White Castles. One of the greatest foods as a kid I've ever had. I think this is where the definition of getting old is, right, Liam? I don't know. You never had White Castles, so White Castles was really good as a kid. But White Castles nowadays, the last 5, 6 years, I just haven't liked it. Maybe even longer than that. White Castles now is just so bad. It tastes like nasty food. It is just nasty. I it is the cheapest hamburgers and the cheapest chicken, the cheapest anything. Taco Bell is better than White Castle. And Taco Bell does not use A grade meat. They're like these little mini sliders, which is a cool concept. They used to taste really good, but now the cheeseburgers and the little hamburgers, they're not good. Maybe if you were like on like not condoning it, but if you were like on crack or if you were starving, maybe there would be something you might like and enjoy. But not anymore. It's very nasty. It's not greasy. It just tastes like, ugh. I don't know. It's like a cheap food, cheap meat. It just isn't good anymore. It was really good as a kid, like I said. It was really good as a kid, but just nowadays, it just isn't. Just doesn't work anymore. Does this look like a British UK factory? Wow, I would be getting roasted if I built this anywhere else. Brady Bedley Animates! How are you doing? Let me read the White Castle comments because there's a lot of them. Tuxpoo says, I don't even know what a White Castle is. Well, that's a very American Chicago thing. If you guys have, I would say go to White Castles once and just say you tried it. But don't get a lot of them. Do not get a lot of them. The sliders are small. The chicken things are small. They're not big. They're really not big, and you're not going to get full by eating 4 hamburgers. You're not going to get full by eating 4 chicken sliders, unless you're a really thin individual. All right? If you're a really thin person, you're not going to get full by eating 4 of them. If you're a big guy, big girl, big Fredling, I should just use, Fredling as an example nowadays. If you're a big Fredling, you're going to need like 10 of them. But I would just go try 4. And the reason why I'm telling you to try 4, Liam, and other people, is if you eat too many of them, you will be sick. It's a place that has had a small slider type hamburgers that has been around for 100 years. To me, the burgers are overrated. I haven't been to a White Castle, but I have tried their burgers. Okay. See, there you go. There you go. Yeah, White Castles, I would say White Castles, if you were like, I don't condone drinking. I don't condone doing drugs. I don't condone doing anything like that. I would say, as a sober individual, which I was when I had this, I haven't done drugs ever, which is a thank God. Ever. But I would say, I don't know why I was going on to that conversation, but the hamburgers as a sober individual, I would say are about 3 out of 10. It's an NBA game. I'm sitting 9th row behind the away team. We have Liam, you gotta take a picture, bro. We have McDonald's, Burger King, and Hissburg. I haven't been to one in a while. Hello. Hey, Brady, how have you been? I've been okay, I suppose. I have never been to a White Castle in my life. I have had White Castles. I have had White Castles, but I didn't go there. It was a frozen burger from a box, so maybe I got it white. got it from White Castles, it would have been better. I think maybe it's the nostalgia for the people. It's definitely the nostalgia for people, for sure. But back in the day, they used to be... See, back in the day, from what my dad and other people have told me, back in the day, they used to make the meat there. They used to make their own sliders there. Now it's all frozen and processed things, like Liam says. Liam, no. It's not, I'm not just saying that because you said no. You ate it frozen. No, they are literally made frozen, like the exact same way you get it from Costco or Walmart or any sort of place. They are literally made the exact same way. There's no difference. There's no difference. They're the exact, literally made the exact same way. So, back in the day, they were fresh hamburgers. They were literally made fresh. Like each store would make their own hamburger and put their care and their love and their tenderness in it, you know. But now they are literally all just frozen stuff. And for some reason they can't do it right. Like, I mean, they're just so bleh, you know, and they just don't taste good. I say, what I say, if 4 out of 10, 3, I would say like a 3 out of 10. I would eat them if you were hungry. Oh, I'll tell you a story. Is everyone listening? Everyone got their ears on? Let me pull up a picture real quick. White Castle's Crave case. Images. Here we go. Can I share my screen? And this probably will help. This will probably help our boy Duxboo as well. So, this is a White Castle's for people that are curious. I don't know I don't know what the Crave Clutch is. I feel like this is a smaller one. So I love it. It's somebody transparent to this for everyone. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So at White Castle's, they got this thing called a Crave case, which was the original, one of the originals. You get oh, you guys can't see it because it's kind of getting cut off. You still can't see it. Well, you're kind of getting the idea. The clutch, I guess, is a new thing. I don't know what that is. So, this is also transparent. So, White Castle really wants you to use their stuff. These come in 30 in a pack. 30 in a case. Apparently, a clutch is 20. And then they introduced the Crave Crate, which has 100 hamburgers inside of it. 100. So, I'll tell you the story. So, now that we kind of all know this is the clutch, which only has 20. Man, I can't believe they have a clutch now. I wish I had that back in the day. So, here's a guy, like, for comparison. I don't know, this is an average dude, right? Maybe he's taller than average. But... all right, so you kind of see them. You kind of see the hamburgers. They're really small, like Tuxbu said they are. See, like, bro, what the frick? That's why I said if you're a thin person, 4 would probably fill you up, but for a normal person, yeah. Oh, here you go. Brady says 100. What the hell? Yeah, 100. So, okay, now that we kind of all know what a White Castle looks like, we all know, look at how small they are. We all know kind of like what they look like and what they are the case. So. In high school, there was this very, she was a mean teacher, but she was about to retire. She retired she retired pretty early, maybe in her 50s. She didn't retire at 65, 70. She retired in her 50s, and she was our health teacher freshman year. So she was the health teacher. She would tell you, don't do drugs, don't do alcohol, which I also agree. Don't be sleeping around with people, which I also agree. We're not trying to get all, over here, but those are the things that I agree with her on, try to keep your body as healthy as possible. But she was she didn't, believe in all of those things because she didn't eat, very well. She unfortunately did not eat very well. She was a nice person to people that knew her, but she wasn't nice to us because, we were the freshman class and she was literally leaving the next year. So she was teaching us stuff in and out and she was going full ham. Like, not literally full ham, but, she did not, she wasn't like, the first couple of years the teachers are in there, they're really soft, really strict. She did not give a bling blong. Like, if she thought you were doing something wrong, she would have just roasted you in front of the whole class. It was it. So how does this do anything with White Castles, Brady might ask, or Lena might ask? Well, this is the story. So we're sitting down in White Castle. We're sitting down, and it's Wednesday. Wednesday for us in Illinois, at least at the public schools in my area. It was a half a day every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday. And it also just so happened to be White Castles has a sale on Crave cases if you order them at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m. in the morning. Because remember, White Castle is a 24-hour establishment, sort of like McDonald's. McDonald's during COVID, they shut down like at certain times, but same thing with Walmart. I like it. I don't like it how the stores kind of, well, I guess it's good for society that the stores are not open 24 hours a day anymore. But so every other Wednesday, so one Wednesday you would go the full day, right? You go from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. depending on, what classes you had and what periods you had. And then the next Wednesday, you would get out of school at like 1 o'clock because they were half classes. But every Wednesday during the time was White Castles, like I said, 50% sale. Or not, I don't know how much the sale was at White Castles, but the Crave case between 9 to 12 noon was like 25% off, maybe 50% off. And a Crave case back in the 2012 time, because that's when I was. A Crave case back then, you could get 30 sliders for $28, $35 after tax, something like that. So you could get like if you get $35, you can get a whole 30. So like it's pretty much $1 a hamburger back in 2012. That's still a pretty good deal, right? But it was on sale, so maybe it was cheaper. Maybe it was only $25 for 30, like after taxes. So it was pretty good. So every other Wednesday, she would have a Crave case. Or sorry, not a case. Crave case. A Crave case. 30 sliders. Half cheese, half normal, hamburgers sitting under her desk. And she never really ate them in front of us during class. She had some respect for us. But you could smell them bad boys because they have a very if you never had a real White Castle or been to one, it has a very definite cheap food smell. And one time when we walked into class and right when we were leaving class, she opened up the case when everyone was walking out, and I was like one of the last kids to walk out. And when I walked in a couple, later, and it was the smell of White Castles. You just cannot forget it. It's a very processed food, right? Dudes. She just slid the slider straight in her mouth. She just slid it straight in. Like, she mad respected food, man. Like, just one bite. Everyone knows the rules. Literally, though. Literally one bite. And I was like, honestly, if you weren't so mean to me and the whole class, I think she'd be a pretty cool person to hang out with because she would literally, she knew how to eat food. She those things you are supposed to take in one bite, like, but she yeah, we would have never been friends, but she was yeah, that was the story. She used to get those huge things. They were not good for you. They were not healthy for you. And it was a health class, and she was showing us about that. Not good at all. But she was a health teacher, and she had like that was such a bad thing. And the reasoning why there was the half days every other day, or because she would eat those, and then they would get lunch. So every other Wednesday they had an in-school thing for the teachers so they could have their meetings, catch up on classwork and all that sort of stuff every other Wednesday. So they would, oh, no one told me that this was duplicated. I'm sorry. There we go. Now we fixed it. Maybe that you guys did. I just haven't checked the screen in like 10 years. That's my bad. I haven't checked this screen in a while. But yeah, so every other Wednesday the teachers would go in, and the reason why she got the crepe cases, she told us, is because they were on sale, and she hid them under her desk, but she never talked about it after that day. But you could see them, and then you could smell them for sure, and then they would get an extra lunch that day. So she would eat 30 hamburgers and then the lunch, which is a lot. All right. But she knew how to eat some good food, though. At the time, I would have. Hasburger is a big fast food chain here. Never heard of Hasburger. Everyone got their ears on. You can turn them off. Everyone got their ears on. You can turn them off. I wonder how. It's only popular in Northern Europe. Maybe gingerlings for females and fredlings for males, LOL. Damn, those White Castle hamburgers are small, very minuscule. What is the point of that? 100%? 100? What the hell? Crystal has a similar burger, and they are nasty too. A teacher getting to retire in their 50s. Did she end up with one of those schools in the county that actually pays their teachers a fair amount? She was not. No, we were at like a township high school. So we had like 4 big cities. When they said most township high schools are small, but with a lot of schools, we were a township high school with it was six towns that were huge. So it was a big. I mean, I guess it was still technically small, but there was still a lot of kids there. It was like a mid-sized school. Mid-sized school. I think the graduated class had like 300 and something, 400 kids. So what? This whole school had 1,200 kids, 1,500 kids, depending on what year. You got to retire in their 30s, years of educations. But she did get paid something. She definitely had some sort of money or something because they donated a basketball. She donated money for the basketball sign, the basketball scoreboard. Her and her husband paid for it. That's what it was credited to, at least, which is pretty cool. So like she retired and then she donated a scoreboard the year after. I mean, I don't know many people. Those scoreboard things are expensive. There was the big 5x5 with the starting lineups. Liam knows what I'm talking about. Anybody that knows basketball, I don't know why I said only Liam knows about basketball, but anybody that knows basketball, it's the starter one, not the other one, not the little ones, but the starters. Those things are expensive. They're probably like at least 5,000. If no, let's look it up. How much is a score? How much does an high school scoreboard cost? Not the little ones. Somewhere between 4,000 and 36,000. Holy heck. I love it how this. I'm looking at a legit. Right now, I legit. Right now, hold on. I can bring this back up on screen. Right now, I'm literally looking at a legit scoreboard website that are selling you. I'm looking at a legit one that's showing you features. Not this kind. It was like let's total cost calculator. Let's look it up. Let's see how much. Okay. All right. When would you like to start building, renovating, or equipping your sports facility? I want to do it now. Which sport would you like to do? Basketball. What is the size of my scoreboard? I want the biggest one you could possibly do. Do you want an AV panel above or below? Yes. Do you want a shot clock? Obviously. You know what? In high school, you don't need a shot clock, so no, I don't want one. Do you want electronic captions to change team names or captions for all tournaments. Yes. How much of the funding have you already secured for your project? 0. Compare quotes and save time. I would like to do my own research. I do not want to use quotes, and I do not want additional services. Oh my gosh, I gotta actually fill in this information? They won't even give, they're just giving me a quote. I'm gonna turn off this extra duplicate display. What the bling bong? Alright, I think our little factory area is going pretty good though right now, I will say. So, that's a good start. I think I need a couple more factory buildings, though, for real, for real. So, let's continue doing this. And then these are actually, don't need these holes in the walls, so we can actually fill these in, make these variety of sizes. This is how we're going to start moving this stuff around a lot quicker. Let's see what everyone else is saying in chat right now. I hope everyone is well, by the way, too. You get to retire after 30 years of education, half day other Wednesday, or half day every other Wednesday. That's clutch. Yes, we had early out on Wednesday, but it was only 45 minutes early. Okay, so it was the exact same thing. I mean, not the exact same thing. Let me take that back. But pretty close to being the exact same idea and concept. They probably, at your school, they probably forced the teachers to stay longer on those days. But yeah, or maybe they had a shorter meeting. But yeah, the whole reasoning for that was for the teachers to do it, you know, so they could get extra time to do their schoolwork and all that sort of stuff. Catch up on grades and all that stuff. And also on those half Wednesdays, if you couldn't go home early, like, for example, obviously some kids could not go home early because of issues at home or something. Or you could just stay at the school and you could sit in the classroom with the teachers. So it's not like you had, but there wasn't classes. You had to sit in, it was like a study hall from like I said, like 1 to 3 or 12 or to 3, whatever time it was, 4. Half day every other Wednesday. How much education did you miss? My schedule in Maryland. You went to school in Maryland? This man, where have you not been? Where have you literally not been? You've been to Florida. You've been to Hawaii. I'm sorry, you lived in Florida. You lived in Hawaii. You lived in Washington. You lived in, I believe, Vegas, which I'm counting Vegas as the whole state. Yes, I know. And then apparently Maryland and Oregon. So 6? Or is it Oregon? Oregon. My schedule in Maryland was 8 to 3, but when I moved to Washington State, it was 7:20 to 1:50. I low-key would like that schedule, low-key. The second one. But yeah, ours is like, yeah, 8 to 3. Unless you had the early period, then you were at 7 to 3:30, right? And then you could leave early. It's different every year. Actually, the late bell in Maryland was 8:45. I had cup of noodles for lunch in high school. Lots of smokestacks. So, and in high school, for every single year, I had the exact same meal every single day. At least the main meal. The chips and stuff changed, don't get me wrong. This is what you call peak human innovation. This is what you call max. This is what you call life. This is what you call beautifulness. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every single day in high school. Every single day. It was chef's kiss. It was so delicious. Now, that was the main meal. Now, do not get me wrong. We still did have, additional supplemental foods. Like, I would some days buy lunch and get an extra chicken sandwich or an extra hamburger or something along those lines. But it was usually a chicken sandwich or a hamburger that I would get as a supplement, but not every day. It would be, so what would I have? I would have some sort of fruit. I would have my peanut butter jelly sandwich and some sort of chip and a and we reuse the water bottles. So it was from the top. But Claude, the microplastics. We do not care about the microplastics at the Claude from Chicago household. We do not care. Microplastics can go bling blong themselves. My graduating class this year is like 60 or 70. Holy bling blong, you're out in the sticks. Yeah, we had like 300, 400 people. We were the largest graduating class at our school when we graduated. I think it was like 370 or something. If less people, actually decided to get their degree and not mess around with drugs and all that, alcohol and stuff like that as a kid, we would have been larger. There's a lot of bad kids at our school, unfortunately. There would have been a lot more people that could have graduated. Like, it didn't make sense to me. There was this kid that went every single year with me, every single year, every single day, every brother. Like, he was halfway through senior year. He just decided that he would rather just do the GED thing than not, because he can just do it at his own pace. And then he would still be there during the normal day. He was there in the normal day. Like, brother, what are you doing? You're already here. You might as well just do the normal education. And then I never saw him again. Hope he's doing well. But you're already here, bro. You're literally already at the school doing the same education at the exact same time. Why did you just do the normal thing? And then I just never saw him again. I really do hope he's doing well. But, bro, you literally could have finished and got your high school degree, bro. It is very important for you guys to get your degree. At least your high school degree. You don't have to go to college, but at least get your high school degree. Come on, bro. And people that can't get their high school degree for some odd reason, at least if you get your GED, that's still good. You can always get your GED. But, bruh, if you're already a child, you might as well just finish it, okay? If you're already there, you might as well just do it. If you're literally already there, you might as well just finish your degree. I just read your comment, Liam. I literally graduated last century. that was good. That was a good one. Claude should buy a scoreboard. How much does a scoreboard, NBA scoreboard, cost? Well, it depends on which NBA team you're a part of, right? Some NBA teams got a lot more money than others. Some got a lot less money than others. You're graduating this year, Brady? Wow, that's fast. Freshman year, we did the late start instead of early, and I missed out so much. Getting to sleep until 8 was so awesome. Not in Oregon, but I lived in Texas and Oklahoma and Massachusetts, too. You know that Johnny Cash song? I always remind you of that. Not tuna sandwich, no chocolate or strawberry milk, no. As a kid, as a kid, we used to have the normal milks. I was never a fan of chocolate milk, TBH. I was never a fan of chocolate milk at all. I will tell you this, though. We used to get these cardboard milks when I went to private school for a little bit. I did go to private school until like 4th grade. But the private school was pretty bad. But we used to get these white milks. These white milks, the carton milks, right? And I would never shake out my carton milk because I just didn't like how it tasted. So one day I couldn't get the carton milk open. The lady shaked it, and I was bling blong mad. Bling blong mad. That was the whole story. Yeah, I was pretty mad. All right. I think our little factory town's looking pretty good. I feel like there needs to be like one more here. But yeah, I just was never a fan of strawberry chocolate milk. I would have it every once in a while at my house, yeah, but I just wasn't. I personally never was a fan. My school used to be a lot bigger, but a bunch of bad administration decisions led to a lot of people leaving. Yeah, that seems like every school ever. Not every school ever, but I mean like the private schools. Oh man, that's really gonna be at the wrong height, isn't it? And that's gonna literally get me mad. Man, that's low key annoying. But I can do this, I guess. I kind of want that to be flush if possible. There you go. Oh man, this looks so cool. We're gonna have all the smoke and stuff going too. I know this looks really basic, and it is, but it's supposed to be that. Okay, please give me a break, guys. Come on. I literally graduated last century. Brady, where did you go? Where did the people go? Well, some went to public school. Most of them went to other Catholic schools a couple of miles away. Did they move? Don't they have to go to school in their district? Oh, you're in a non-public school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Illinois, at least around the areas that I cover news, and in Indiana. So in Indiana, Northwest Indiana, you have to live in the town that you are in. For example, if you lived in Hammond, Indiana, you would be going to a Hammond High School. That's where the Christmas Story was done. It's the biggest, well, was the biggest town except for Indianapolis, outside of Indianapolis, right? So Hammond, you would go to the Hammond high schools only, and that was then split into different sections. But you would have to go to Hammond High, or you would have to go to George Rogers Clark, or you had to go to Whiting High School, or you had to go to Morton, depending on it. But you could not go anywhere else. Now, in the state of Illinois, oh, by the way, you go to grammar school there and blah, blah, blah. In the state of Illinois, there is these township uh school districts. So just because you were live in a certain town does not mean you will be going to that certain high school. You are put in a border. Your town could be put into three, or in some cases, you probably could be in four, but two or three different townships. So if you lived on this side of the town, you would go 20 miles to a different school. But if you lived across the street, you would go to the school that's 5 blocks away. But Claude, wouldn't you want to go to the same high school in your own town? That is what you call gerrymandering. But we are not going to get into the whole political scope of everything. But that's the reasoning why they do it, is because they gerrymandered the district so bad that for political gain, uh, for political gain, we have to. Some people have to suffer. For example, my dad lived across the street from the grammar school. Lived across the street, kitty corner to the grammar school, and had to go to a school that was 15 miles away because of the gerrymandering of the districts. So it was kind of, hit or miss depending on where you live in the certain town or certain cities. So that's things to consider if you are planning on having kids one day. I went to 3 private schools, but after middle school and on, but after middle school only public. I went to almost a different school every grade. Dude, that's crazy. Every grade? That's crazy, bro. Or almost. That kind of sounds like Eminem. Are you a rapper? Are you a rapper, Liam? Because Eminem did the same thing. All right, what is it called? It's not called train track? What is it called? It's called track. It's not called a train track. It's just called, it's called locomotive. If Meep was here, that's what he would have said. It's actually a locomotive. But where's the train? My town isn't divided into 2 townships, but there is only 1 high school, so well, that's a good thing. But in some case, like I don't know how it works in cases of, I mean, it's different everywhere, right? Um but or in every part of Illinois, but at least where I'm at, there was there's people coming from like all over the place, places they shouldn't be coming from, and they're coming from. It's like, brother, how are you even coming to this? But just based on the positioning. All right, let's fill up these holes, right? I've been saying I was going to do this for a while. My town is divided into 2 townships, but there's only 1 public high school. So, yeah, that's a good. How can 1 town be in 2 towns, huh? I blame the county. So, like, the township, right, from my understanding, is Was this? Oh, it did glitch me through. Shoot. Right, the township is technically like the township's like a county. You know how there's a county and there's a bunch of different towns inside of a county? It'd be like the same thing. Did I not fill up this hole? How far is this hole? Here we go. By the way, I do this so it doesn't lag the game out. It's not like Minecraft where you can like leave these things here. Like you got to close them up or it's gonna lag your game out. I don't know. Blame the county. Period. In Baltimore, my school had 3,200 students, and now the school is closed because they found that it was sinking. Hello? But you were like in one of those that's crazy. Let's go Baltimore Ravens. I don't want to hear Taylor Swift again. I like Taylor Swift. I like her music, but no, it's too much. I'm done with Taylor Swift now. All right, I am back, gents. I am back, Redlings. I am back. But that's the ride right there. Sorry, I had to take something. Oh, of course my sound was off, bruh. Of course my game sound was off. I am sorry that it was quiet. Please don't ban me. Bruh. Can you hear now? I did mute my mic, but I was supposed to have the game sound on, bruh. That's the case with a lot of big cities in this country, huh? That building's sinking anyway. But in Washington State, the school I went to had like 1,100 kids. Oh, that's not bad. Still a pretty chunky school. It was one of the newest high schools built too in 1972. The school was built on a drain reservoir lake bed. Bruh, that's literally the perfect timing for bruh. And now a college bought it for an engineering school. Maybe they will figure out how to make it from stop singing. Well, that'll do it. Yeah. All right, banned. All right, speaking. All right, so this is our thing. Let's rewrite this ride so that I can actually pay attention and go through it. So, Industrial Revolution, United Kingdom Industrial Revolution. Meep said there was a lot of factories, and then there's also this coal mining sort of strike thing that sort of happened during this time. A lot of coal miners, so we're going to be introducing an underground section soon. So, this will be the underground section with the coal miners and all that sort of stuff. We're going to kind of do the same thing as the good, the bad, the ugly ride. There should be a couple buildings on this side because it looks, you can't really see them or when you're coming off the break. So I kind of wanted to see that. Maybe another building here. Maybe another one here as well. But they're not going to be their own brand new building. They're going to be literally pasted in like this and then take one like this. These are the, it's just like Disney World. If we've talked about this a million times. Claude, they look really basic and crappy. It's the Industrial Revolution. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Give them some crazy thing? Come on, bruh. You guys been waiting for this series for like 3 years, bruh. Claude, if we've been waiting for 3 years, shouldn't you have some creative designs? Okay, dude, it wasn't 3 years because I was planning, okay? It was 3 years of me procrastinating, okay? Please give me a break. Please, give a brother a break. Give a Fredling a break. I do remember when this game first came out. I love it. Loved this. I still do. But I just remember when it first came out. Oh, man, if you were watching me back then, I think Liam was. Oh, man, you probably hated me quite a lot. We did a lot of crazy things. Maybe we'll do more crazy things. I don't know. I think that's too small of a train hole, but we'll start off with that. We will start with that. Brady says, yes, lots of pipes and smokestacks, procrastination and planning. The same thing? No, I was not planning at all. I was procrastinating, yes. If you didn't see that, I just trapped a bird inside here. He was flying, and now he's gone. Now he's back. Hi, birdie. Oh, no, stop flying away. That's why I love this game. It's just the amount of details, bro. The bird instantly recognized that this was a landing spot. All right, here comes the train. Here comes the train. All right, is this a big enough hole? It is. Good. Man, Claude, we have no idea what you're going for. That's a really good question. I don't know what I'm going for either. Okay, give a friendling a break. Okay. I never touched Planet Coaster. I haven't touched Planet Coaster in a long time. Maybe I should again at some point. Yeah, Planet Coaster. I remember when you were showing me stuff, Brady, in your world. I will say this. Planet Zoo was actually quite significantly fun, maybe because I'd never played so much of it when I kind of finished that series. It took a while, too, to get into it. But once I got into it, you guys seen I was kind of like just going, and I was just, vibing in that game. But I would say that once, I just got to get into the vibe of... I'm just trying to get into the vibe of getting this going and getting this kind of my juices flowed up. And then we can start building some really cool creative things again. That's my goal. I will tell you guys some of my goals. I actually wrote these down, not me just randomly talking on stream. I actually wrote these down. This year, there are some big goals just for you and Brady and Liam and everyone else that's here in chat to just hear me. What are my goals this year for at least this YouTube? I'll just read off. I want to have 5 CHC videos, 5 history videos that come out. I have not worked on one yet. I actually have a script done, but I haven't got it approved yet. So I want to do that. 5 full videos, but on Claude from Chicago specifically, we are going to be finishing Planet Coaster, History Adventure Park, as well as finishing Fredcraft Season 2. Those will be complete this year. I wrote them down, not me randomly talking on a stream like Liam says. I actually wrote them down. Those will be getting completed this year. So if you like Fredcraft Season 2, or if you're currently liking it, because I guess technically the series isn't over, but if you like Fredcraft Season 2 and you like Planet Coaster Fred's History Adventure, we are going to be finishing it. Planet Coaster is what I meant to say. I don't know what I actually said, but though we will be finishing those for sure. 1,000,000 percentile. So sit back and buckle up, buckaroos, because that's what's happening. We need like a good theme park somewhere on the Yeet realm, to be honest. To be honest, I haven't been on the Yeet realm in a long time. The issue is with Minecraft, though. It's like the it's like the scaling of it all. Like Minecraft has like obviously has, you know, the minecarts and all that sort of stuff. But it just doesn't look right. Like you cannot make a Minecraft ride properly in vanilla Minecraft. You really can't make like a vanilla ride look good. You know, with a minecart. That's my opinion. I still never understood when they designed the scaffoldings, they designed them sideways. Also don't know why they designed it so thin. But Claude, it's not touching, bruh. It's a mine shaft in a car that you're gonna be going through 1,000,000 miles an hour. No one's gonna know. We do not have the Disney World budget, okay? This is not the Claude from Chicago I subscribe to. Bruh, this is the only bucket in the game as a snowman bucket? Like, come on, bruh. There is actually a lump of coal. Bruh. Bruh. It's that small. Alright, let's find a rock that's, like, black. Delicious rock. It doesn't even look black in the... Tropical rock? That looks like the same rock. And let's change this guy's color up. I hate these white pants on him. That's his skin tone. Okay. I hate these white pants on him. So we cannot change the white pants, bro. Okay, that is stupid. I mean, there are like two of them, but they're small. Oh, yeah, the Minecraft ones. I do remember seeing them on the Yeet Realm, I think. There's one of that. Somebody made a floating water one. That's the only one that I remember. I think it was Rampage. I don't know. That's who I'm thinking made it. But, yeah, the, Planet... Minecraft, it's just hard to just do it just in Minecraft with, like, an actual rideable one. I think you could make a theme park one that looked pretty good. You could probably do that pretty well. If you haven't hit that like button, 3, 2, 1, boom, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Claude randomly talking on stream. Nah. When is Claude going to finish Chicago in City Skylines 1? Never. I will never be finished, unfortunately. Never, ever, ever. It is done. That City Skylines is dead to me. Sorry, City Skylines. You know what the saddest thing of 2024 is? Zach Daily Games is ending of Zach Daily Games. It's just sad. Let's just give a moment of silence. Why is the rock coming towards me like that, bro? What is going on? Do they have fortune on their pickaxe? My OCD is conking me in the head right now. Back in the day, maybe they're mining for cobblestone. Floating Island, yeah, they're also one in BBA in between two highways. 2024 is the year of YouTuber retirements. I did it too, so wait, what? Wait, what? When did Brady Badly Animates retire in 2024? Hold up. Hold up. No. 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 Saying goodbye? Oh, no. No. What is this? Hold up. Liam? Hold up. No. What is this? Eight minutes? I thought this was 10 seconds. Come on.
Hey guys, it's been a while since you've heard this voice. In fact, this is the longest I've ever gone on this channel.
Can you still copyright strike me if I am watching a YouTuber that's retiring?
Without making a single video. And as you might be able to tell from the title, this is also going to be the last time you hear this voice on this channel. So let's touch base for a moment. This is going to be unscripted, so it might seem like a bit of rambling, but I started making
What the hell is
YouTube
Blue
videos
Sky?
in 6th grade. Or actually, it might have been 5th grade. It was September of 2017. Of course, I wouldn't actually end up creating the channel until a year later because I didn't have permission at the time from my parents. I waited to get permission at the age of 13 to create the YouTube channel.
I did not,
so
Brady. I did not.
The channel has now been around for 5 years. This year will make it 6. And in that time, I've produced, I think, 60, 70 videos, and I've gained a small audience of about 300 subscribers. I know.
Let's go!
I mean, this channel is small, but I've always really liked the community I've had. And, you know, early on, I was anticipating that the channel could possibly grow into something huge. Sometimes I'm glad it didn't, because it's allowed me a much more personal connection with a lot of members in the audience that you just don't get when you have a very big channel. And while I've always appreciated that and the feedback and everything, something I haven't been enjoying for a while now.
But before Brady tells us, why can't I pause the YouTube video?
Making process itself for years now, as early as 2019.
I'm gonna comment on your thing real quick. Liam says, maybe I should retire from watching YouTube. That was hilarious. I'm sorry, I had to read that out. I will not. Blue Ski is a Twitter alternative. Thank you. Blue Sky. I don't know why I said that completely wrong when you spelled it completely right. That was hilarious. So, Brady, this is sad. I condone you, Brady, for all your YouTube videos. I think I've seen pretty much every single one of your 60 YouTube videos, and I've enjoyed them up until this point, but I just wanted to stop here and comment. I know you're going to tell us about what the bling blong is going on with my computer, bro. I didn't even click on that tab and it opened it up. The video editing process is tough.
The making process itself. I've been enjoying for a while now is the video making process itself. For years now, as early as 2019, I was having issues of running low on video ideas for the channel. Because this particular format, you eventually run out of things to make videos on. It first started as a,
Period.
I don't know what to make a video about problem, but eventually, as time progressed even further, it turned into more of a, I just don't have a lot of fun making these videos anymore problem, which is why I started to divert a little bit and make other type of videos. Like,
I will say, Brady, I will agree with you 1,000,000%. As a content creator for Claude's history course, even though there's a million different history events, I know yours is like more of your life story. Yours is your life story. And you get in those creative ruts where you cannot find anything. So I agree with him on this. I'm not retiring from Claude's history course. I'm not retiring at all, for the record, before Liam has a heart attack.
like the movie reviews, for instance. But, you know, as time marches forward,
The only reason why I think I watched all the Fred movies is because of Brady.
the issues still kept building up and up. And the release of my last video is, which was the tornado video, is the point where things really hit their peak, I suppose. After I uploaded that video, I wrote a script for my next video, which is going to be about things that happened junior year. I recorded the audio for it, and I never finished the video. I simply could not get myself to do it. I had originally anticipated that video to come out over the summer at some point. We are now in January of 2024.
I have a script exactly like that, Brady. I started it in May. Should have came out in July.
Second semester of my senior year in
Didn't
high
record
school.
the lines.
And that's another thing in of itself.
Yes. Oh my God.
Remember,
Senior
I
year, you
started
gotta take
making
care of that.
videos in 6th grade.
Period.
I am now a senior in high school, less than a full semester away from going to college. And
Let's
that
go.
probably plays a factor into it too, as to why I don't enjoy making these videos as much anymore. I've probably naturally just grown out of it. I mean, I haven't really watched any of the big Storytime animators in a while. Channels like The Odd Ones Out, Jane Animations, huge inspirations for the channel originally. I genuinely don't know the last time I've caught a video of theirs. I suppose at some point I just realized that I shouldn't try to force myself to make more videos if I really just can't give myself the motivation to. Because at that point,
Congratulations,
making
Brady. Liam
videos
says
is
yes
nothing but a chore.
for the
And I never
college.
wanted them to be like that. This channel was...
I will say that I know I keep stopping in Brady's video, but I like to give the feedback live because when I go through it, I always forget. And I'm going to talk about it while we play. But when Brady's talking about right now of forcing yourself to do something, I learned that a long time ago. I agree with Brady 100,000,000%. Forcing yourself to do a video is not a good thing. And you forcing yourself not to do this video is probably the greatest decision you've done because you would have not liked it. You would have forced yourself. It just would have not been good for yourself and might have been good for everyone else, but that's not, your top tier quality. I mean, we're
always meant to be a hobby.
Quality.
And maybe if you got big enough, a job, but that's never happening now. This is going to be the last video probably ever uploaded to the channel. I'm not going to go away from social media completely. I'm still active on places like Twitter, where I don't even really discuss anything animation related anymore. I mainly just talk about public transit, flags, other things that interest me, because animation, ironically, isn't even really something I consider a big interest of mine anymore. I just want to say thank you guys for everything. Like I said, the audience I have is small, but I still really appreciate you guys for all the support over the years. Throughout this channel, I've done a bunch of montage-type videos, especially with the channel rewinds. And I suppose as a final send-off, let's do one more for the history of the entire channel, using the intro song that I've used for most of the channel's life. So, for the final time, thanks for watching.
Liam says I have to force myself to drive every day. Bro, that's not the same thing. Editing a video and making a video is not driving. Is not the same thing. The skyline, yes. The song is not copyrighted, by the way, if you're wondering. Thank you. No, it was just very loud. And because I'm trying to keep my voice on top of it while I'm talking. Dude, I think I've seen like every single Brady badly animated video. I haven't seen. There's a few YouTube creators that I've seen like every single video. I think I have seen every one of Brady's. Like, low-key, I'm not just saying that. I literally have watched. You were like, I think Good Gaming was my 5,000 liked video or 1,000 liked video. But I noticed then that when I was going back, I liked pretty much every one of your videos. For some reason on YouTube, though, once you get over like 1,000 or 5,000 likes, it starts unliking videos that you liked, bruh. What the heck is that about? Because I know. Oh my gosh, yes, Eat Rome. But I remember that. Oh yeah, the Good Gaming fight thing. Is this where you get robbed downtown? Maybe that was later. Oh my god, yes. Why can't I go back? The casino. I remember when you were building that originally. Where's the casino at? I think it's coming up. Right there. Oh my gosh, I remember that. And there's the casino that I built, the Tangiers from Casino. I remember this. I don't remember the cranes being in here, though. That's cool that you guys put the cranes in. Oh god, the Polar Express. I watched that this year with my dad, the entire thing. Oh, here's the banger part of the song. No. Right here on the Lakeshore Drive, now the Sabo Drive. Maybe that's when you guys got robbed. Well, Brady,
in a while. Channels like the
I want to say it has been an absolute pleasure for watching your YouTube videos and for all the badly animated videos that you have done over the since 6th grade. Obviously, I wasn't watching them when they first came out, but I do remember watching them ever since knowing you. What, is Claude for Chicago about to be 5 years old now? In February 1st? Yeah, Claude for Chicago is going to be 5 years old, or 6 years old. I don't even know how long. But ever since I've known you, since Zach Daily Games live stream before he hit 100 subscribers, I want to say thank you so much, Brady, for posting all these videos and doing the greatest animations that I've seen that I actually continuously watched, you know, as a continual series. Not like I watched one episode and I never came back to it again. But, yeah, it has been an absolute pleasure. So, if anybody wants to watch some of these good videos before they're, well, they're not going to be gone, but Watch them. You can watch them here on Brady Badley Animates on YouTube. And thank you again, Brady, for allowing the community to see your animations. And it has been an absolute pleasure. And we cannot wait to see your next adventures at school and etc. And good luck at school. Don't do drugs. That's what I will say. The montage was fire, by the way. I love montages. I like making montages. I love watching montages because, especially like those kind of montages with a recap of everything, you kind of, if you were there, you know. And if you don't know, then you got to go back and watch those videos. Then you will know. So, yeah. It was good. I liked the montage. I know that probably took a lot of time to do. And it was probably a big decision for you to do. And, you know, it is the best for you, and that's all you can do. And it has been an absolute pleasure, Brady. Wallah. Have you driving an 18-wheeler with 4 wheels doing stupid stuff all the time? It's a matter of life and death every time I go out. It's true. You're right, Liam. I'm not debating about the truck driving business. Truck drivers are the backbone of the United States. I have mad respect for truck drivers. Well, let's put a couple more lamps down here. Unfortunately, the lights don't really turn on until nighttime, right? I don't know if these lights are even going to turn on at nighttime. We're going to put a rock under here to kind of cover that blue box. I was going to Morose Beach. I have to get ready to go to the game. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much, Liam, for coming out to the live stream. Have fun at the game. Appreciate you for the comment, Claude. I appreciate it. Of course, Liam. Or, of course, Brady. Sorry, I meant to say Brady on that one. Yeah, of course. It was a good run. Sad this I didn't know you were going. I knew Zach was going. I did not know that you were going. That was wild. Thank you for letting me know because I did not see that pop up on my feed. Yeah, it's a year of retirement. What is going on as well, Leon? Or why am I mixing everybody's names up now? What about the game theory? What happened to the game theory guy? I was trying to watch his video weeks when he posted it, and then I just stopped watching it. Is he just leaving YouTube because of the monetization problems? Which I could believe that's a problem. YouTube definitely has monetization issues. But I don't think he's done. I don't know. Does anybody know anything about that? And Zach, too. But you and Zach, at least for you and Zach, Brady, before we get on the game theory guy. Oh, Matt's handing his channel over to someone else. Oh. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to attempt to watch that later. I think he wants to spend more time with his kid. Yeah, I would be in the same boat. The thing is with you and Zach and Matt Pat, you want me to tell you guys have some big things coming up in you guys' lives. So being stuck doing not saying that YouTube was like holding you back, not that, but you guys have to focus on a lot other bigger things now. So I'm just proud of you guys for getting to that point in your life, and I'm proud of you guys for doing it for so many years, streaming and playing games and all that stuff, because I enjoyed them, and I know other people enjoy them as well. But you know, Zach's working on his big financial YouTube channel, and that's blowing up, and Brady, you gotta start getting ready for school. It's just crazy. It's crazy how quickly time flies by, though, isn't it? The older you get, the quicker the years go by, Brady. So don't do anything stupid. Don't do any drugs. Don't do anything that you'll regret. Right? Just, you know, be a good kid. A young adult. Well, now you're an adult now. Be a good adult. And all that sort of stuff. Because it's going to fly by quickly. And you don't want to get it all misconstrued. Or what's it called? Taken up by all these things that really don't matter. Not saying not the YouTube. I'm talking about like doing too much crazy bad stuff. Does that make sense? Not like I think you know what I think it makes sense to you, but like yeah, not like you know partying too hard. You know, going out doing stupid decisions. Not like robbing a store or putting you in a situation with like bad people or that stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. Not like YouTube is not a stupid decision, but I'm talking about like the stupid decisions of like those decisions. That's, you know, don't do those things. Because then you'll end up in jail. And then you'll lose even more time. Not saying that you do that normally, but, you know, I don't know where... Hopefully something of that made sense. Wait, is this supposed to be by the train and the other one? Oh, bruh. At least this is an easy fix. Just go back like this. Grab these. Move these this way. Let's change up the color on this. I want this to be like a gray color. Yeah, there you go. And then maybe not this orange either. Baby blue was the color of her eyes. Baby blue in the Colorado skies. Oh, you can change the tarp color. That's cool. All right, let's oh man. When people said high school would be quick, 4 years, I didn't believe them. But now, almost done, and I'm wondering how it all happened so fast. Right. Yeah, I agree with you. It goes by really quick. You know why it goes by quick? It's because you're enjoying yourself. You're having a good time. You're not doing stupid things. You're kind of having a great time. When stuff... And then it's just going to start flying by. Now, you know, we're already pretty much a month done with January already. Or sorry, we're almost done with January. We're almost done with 1 month of the year, is what I was trying to say. Already. Isn't that crazy to think about? 1 month of the year already done? And it just goes by faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. I would say these things, though. You should do a couple things from my life lessons with Claude, which never got made into a series, as many of you probably already know. You should spend time with your parents And if your grandparents are still alive, spend time with them. Stop worrying about this other little crap. Stop worrying about this little drama with some boy or some girl or adult, whatever. Don't stop worrying about work being so. I mean, work is important to you, correct? I'm not saying that. It's not. But call your if you don't live at home, call your parents at least once a week, right? See them once a week if possible. Don't give your parents too much drama and too much slack. Your parents may hate some of the things that you become or do, but don't give them a hard time. Don't give them a hard time. They might disagree with your political opinion. They may disagree with whatever. Remember, they're still your parents, right? Try to give them a little bit of slack. They may hate your political opinions. They may hate your whatever. But, they're still your parents. You got to be there for them. They're going to be there for you no matter what. Hopefully, not every parent or relationship is like that. But that would be my life's lesson, is to always try to at least sit down with your parents or talk with them and give them, that sort of stuff. Because it's tough. And going by... with the time the older you get, is what I'm trying to say, is you have less time to talk to them, especially with your grandparents, if they are still around. Hopefully they are. But it's your grandparents are already in your 60s or 70s when you're being born. Maybe some cases they're younger or older. Always different scenarios. So always keep that in mind when I talk. But one day they will not be here. And that's probably when you're in your 20s or 30s, if you're lucky, depending on what age. Give them some slack too. Talk to them, listen to them, see what advice you can get from them. If you have opportunity to record them, because right now, as a kid, or as a young adult, or as a child, depending on who's watching me, right now, it may not mean anything to you, but in 30 or 40 years from now, you're going to be like, why didn't I go talk to my mom enough? Why didn't I talk to my dad enough? Or whoever. Everyone has different situations. Everyone has different life things. But that's my advice, is if you didn't get anything from anything what I said, is this. Life lessons with Claude. Try to spend some time with your parents or your grandparents, and don't get so upset at them to the point where they hate you or you hate them or whatever. They may hate some of the things that you do. They're your parents. They're trying to be protective. They want you to be exactly like them, but that's not exactly how it's going to work. That ain't going to how to work. But be kind, caring, and patient with them, and hopefully everything will turn out perfectly fine. Unless it's, of course, there's always a scenario. What happens if my parents have, did things you don't talk about on stream to you in terms of being like rude and all that sort of stuff, and like there's a deeper meaning and context behind you. That's a therapist question. I don't know. That one's a therapist question. I don't know. All right. Now, we do not have the pathway queue ready, right? We do not have the pathway queue and that sort of stuff going right now. But I'm trying to get this kind of like a little dirtied up so that we can make this look really industrial. Why would there be these big luscious trees behind there? It wouldn't be, but I put them in there because it's a dang a theme park, so we can do whatever the heck we want. This January has been kind of slow, to be honest. A good thing it's slow for you. For me, bro, for me, man, there's something stuck in my throat. For me, this has been a very quick January. And the older you get, it seems like it goes a lot quicker. It seems like I haven't done enough. That's probably the thing. The older you get, you kind of have this like mental pressure. Like, where you should be. That's some other advice too. Brady says good advice. Yeah, obviously, you know, different scenarios, different things for different people. Too. Keep that in mind. I this is what I'm gonna try to say and try to put over. I don't know how it's gonna get explained properly or not. Stop putting yourself, not you, Brady, but if it is you, of course. But I mean, like, for most people, stop putting all this social pressure on you that I am 30s and I should have this. I should have this amount of money at this age. I am this year's old and I should have a house. I should have this at this time. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are not. Hey, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal. Okay? Stop putting those pressures on yourself. Now, it's good to have deadlines and it's good to have your your own sort of like plan and stuff like that, which you should have. But stop putting those social pressures on yourself like, oh, you know, everyone in the entire life that I know has a house by the age of 36. I don't know. Everyone at 36 should have a family or whatever. Whatever the plans are, or some social cues. I should have kids at this age, or I should get married by this age, or I should get this by this age, or I should do this by this age, or I should do that by this age. Stop putting all those social pressures on yourself. One, you're going to stress yourself out for absolutely no reason. And two, it's your own life. Everyone's life is different. People that our parents grew up completely different than how we have been. It's completely different. Not the same thing. Your grandparents are not the same thing as your parents. Your parents always, you know, like I said, in most scenarios, not every scenario, they want you to have a better life than what they have. Your parents grew up in a completely different life than you did. Literally. So they're going to be tough and hard on you because they need to be hard and tough on you, and they don't want you to do any changes because if you change anything in their plan, it's not going to be the same way they did. So that's where that comes into the patience thing with your parents. Right? Your parents want you to live the exact same life that they did because it worked out for them. Which isn't a bad idea. But you know, you're not the same thing as your parents. And your parents are going to always love you no matter what. Because they did their parents told them the exact same thing before. They got to do the exact same thing they did because it turned out perfectly good for them. And et cetera, and et cetera, et cetera. That's where the patience comes into that last thing. So don't be putting those social cues on yourself. Your parents might hate you because of this, that, or whatever. They might dislike some of your decisions. Not saying that. They won't. But they're still going to love you. They're still going to care for you. And even if they dislike some of your decisions, it's going to be fine. It's all going to be all well. So you got to talk to them and spend some time with them. Don't go super hating on them. They may. Now, if you're doing some real bad things, you know, you should reconsider that. But for the most part, I think most of us are pretty A-okay. I don't know. LOL, with these building prices, I know I won't be able to buy a house in my 30s anyways. I'm just kind of hoping for a small apartment in the city, but we'll see how things go. Right. Don't put that social pressure. I need to have a small city and apartment by 21 years old, etc. It might take you until your 30s. It might take you until your 40s. Who says you can't have it then? No one says you can't have it then. This is the best story and the best scenario that I will ever give anybody that I love the absolute most. This one guy made his entire life doing these businesses and working these low-end jobs. His whole life. Working some jobs he liked, working some he didn't like. But he always enjoyed cooking. Right? He always enjoyed cooking some meals. And, you know, he keeps working harder and harder and harder in his life. And then he finally retires, that every person wants to do. But people still liked his food. People really still liked his food. So he decided to, at the age in his 60s, his retirement years, he decided to make his own business. And it turned out to be the one and only Colonel Sanders. So if Colonel Sanders could start a business and become a multimillionaire in his 60s and his retirement years, then you could do anything that you want during your normal years. It's not going to be as easy. It's not going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But if that's what you're wanting to do, you can. If you're wanting to try to have a family, I mean, if you're a man, you can have a family, obviously, significantly later in life. But even as a woman, if you can't have any kids, you can still adopt kids in your 60s or 70s if you wanted to. There's no literal pressure of things to doing it by time. I think that's what I like to take in my what I've always have said on this channel and other people. There's time. Time is limited, but time you can. Time is limited, but you can do anything at any time. Just because you're in your 60s and 70s and you've been fat your entire life or overweight doesn't mean that by 75 years old you won't be like bodybuilder shape. Don't get me wrong, but you could if you want, you could be really thin then. It's crazy the amount of ability that God allows us to do, and the capabilities that we can achieve and reach. It's crazy. So, and your body and all that. So, just keep that in mind for I would say that to everybody. I try to preach the same things. Try to do the same things I preach. Whatever I say on stream here is pretty much what I say off stream to people that I know and all that sort of stuff. All right. I think, you know what? That's probably a pretty solid place to end it before I go absolutely brain dead. I can't believe it's been an hour since I last saved, so I've been enjoying this. But I do want to take a screenshot, change this thumbnail, and then I do want to work on... I gotta change this thumbnail, but I do want to work on next stream a couple things, which we'll talk about in a second. So, let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see what we can do. One step at a time. First off, let's get on the ride and try it. All right, let's try it. Alright, so this is our ride. We still don't have a name for it. Good stream, Claude. Hope to catch more since I actually have been out here. Since I haven't actually been out here much. Yeah, whenever you come on in, just stop on by, just say hi to the chat, whatever. Always appreciate you having here, Brady. And it was an absolutely great chat today, and congratulations on your YouTube adventures. Adventured? It's been a pleasure. Wow, that goes so quickly we can't even see it. The Tuesday ride. Oh, we gotta do some interior. An average Tuesday. You can't even see the train in this ride without, like, turning your camera. The Tuesday ride is, like, such a good name. British people aren't gonna like that one that much, though. It looks pretty good. Maybe a couple things we're gonna change and adjust. We gotta obviously make the queue next episode. I want that to be in a big factory building, sort of like this, a big factory building. And then I want to work on the pathways, which I may or may not do off stream. knock out the pathways and that sort of stuff and make them thicker. And then we'll probably be done. If I keep the momentum that we did today, it should be okay to kind of finish this area up and start working on our next part in Epcot, which will be Egypt, but that will be probably in a couple of weeks from now, the Egypt one. So thank you so much, Brady Badley Animates, as well as Liam and Duxboo Tepex, for coming out to the live stream. It has been an absolutely pleasure. I want to give a special thank you to our Patreons and our tip donators for making this live stream possible, as well as our merchandise holders. You can get those on there. I can't even fit in my shirt anymore because I put some weight on, but that's not why I don't have my webcam on. Don't have my webcam on because my room is dirty and I gotta clean my room. And we'll do that one day. I don't know when. Maybe I should write that down and get it done. I want to thank you so much to Brady and Liam and Tapex for coming out to the live stream and enjoying. This has been, at least from my YouTube and analytics test, it says we got 80 views on this live stream. I haven't had 80 views on a YouTube live stream since 2023. I don't know, it's probably been a lot longer than that. So they just want to thank you so much and congratulations, Brady. I am Claude from Chicago. And remember, a real friendling makes their own luck. Bye.